So the NBA altering the lottery odds throws a monkey wrench into the Tankapalooza, but we're going to talk about it anyway. The three teams with the worst record all have the same odds at landing Zion Williamson. He's the prize. Of course we know this. So the first thing we got to look at is, are all three of these teams going to maintain their spot? I think the Knicks are pretty safe because number one, they got the worst record in the league. Number two, they can just keep playing Kevin Knox, which they should anyway because he's got some potential. And of course, he's not going to help them win games, and they're probably still going to keep on playing Mario Hezonja, and outside of blocking LeBron, he's pretty bad. We have the Phoenix Suns, who I think are also looking pretty good. All season, I've been saying they need to give the ball to DeAndre Ayton more, and I think that's still the case for his development, but whether he gets the ball or not, they have like maybe 4 NBA players in the whole roster, so they're going to be cool, and they're going to have a really good chance to get that third star with Ayton and Booker. Where it gets interesting, though, is at number 3. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls are right there, okay? The Bulls are a game and a half behind, and while those percentages are not big, they do still matter. I mean, they can get a 1.5% better chance of landing Zion Williamson. Now, is this actually going to happen? Well, Colin Sexton has been kind of killing it lately, which could hurt the Cavaliers. It could help Sexton, but for the sake of this, it might hurt them. Kevin Love's injury is very interesting. If they play him down the stretch, then those two together could be what allows the Bulls to actually get in there. But if we're going to look at Chicago a little bit, Lowry has been kind of killing it lately. Granted, he fell back down to earth after his amazing February. Which I highlighted in a video, by the way, shameless plug. But even so, he's here, he's playing, he's not injured anymore, and they're kind of a 500 team whenever Otto Porter plays, so they may win games even if they don't really want to, because that trade seems to be working out. So maybe Jordan Clarkson's Cavs are going to have a better chance at Zion than the Bulls. Now, we're going to go to a black screen, because I want to reveal to you what is really the race of this Tankapalooza season. And we're going to build it up a little bit. It is this gargantuan race where there are 7 teams competing for a whole lot of percentage points. And there's only a 3.5 game difference here. I do want to eliminate the Wolves though, because Karl Anthony Towns has been so good lately, they can win any game. Now the Lakers are interesting. Lonzo's out, Ingram's out, LeBron could be out if they keep up this stupid load management thing, which, I mean, it sounds stupid, but in terms of getting a better draft pick, it's actually genius, and I think LeBron would kind of be okay with it, so that's going to be the deciding factor there. The Hornets still want to make the playoffs, I believe, and Kemba could just score 40 points at any moment, so that could hurt their chances here. Now if we get to the Mavericks, they're very interesting because their pick is top 5 protected. So, of course, they would want to give themselves the best odds to keep that pick and pair up Luka and KP with another young guy. But Luka could win them some more games, but they also have Dirk. And Dirk is a great thing to have when you're tanking because they can play him and nobody's going to get mad about it. And he's still going to help them lose. So that's definitely a win-win for Dallas. The Wizards can't help but still be kind of respectable because Bradley Beal's just playing out of his mind, so no matter what they do, he might just put up too many damn points for them to lose the amount of games that they really need to. Now you could argue that might be a good thing for the morale of the team moving forward, but who really cares about that? The Memphis Grizzlies have some reports out there that would suggest that they actually want to convey their pick to the Celtics this year. I guess that could make sense if they don't love the draft or whatever. Valanciunas has been really good for them, at least in terms of points and rebounds. You could still say some things about his defense, but he's certainly helping them win games, and Mike Conley is still as awesome as ever, so I could picture them going on a bit of a surge in the last 5 games or so, which could take them out of the running for a higher pick, of course. Now, the Pelicans' roadmap is pretty simple. Just stop playing Anthony Davis. And you have to think that for the last few games of the year, is Rich Paul really going to care if Anthony Davis plays like 7 minutes? I think they're going to be fine. And even if they do have to pay money to the league, it's like the last couple of games of the year. Who really cares? Also, Drew Holiday has been hurt. They can be very conservative, wink wink, with his injury. and as a result, that could lose them some more games as well. It's a very intricate process where you could go on a 3-game losing streak and get yourself maybe 15 to 25% better odds to land a really good player. So it'll be interesting to see what teams decide to do, if they choose to do actually anything, if they hide what they actually want to do. I don't know, I need something to be excited about for the last few games. So, I mean, whether a team ends up with Grant Williams around number 10 or Jared Culver around number 5, or if they can get Zion at number 1. If you got to go into the tank a little bit, do it. That's what I say.